we've had about, water's finally gone down, looks like about 3 feet now.
Yeah.
And you know, we had about 2 foot inside the house, and you know, we're just putting things back together, just trying to dry things out and move forward. In fact, the FEMA inspector just left. Been here about 10 or 15 minutes ago, and all they could do is shake their head.
So, what we're seeing here is you're talking almost 3, maybe even up to 4 feet lower then. So everything we see now that's underwater, you just add another few feet to it. That's
exactly,
a lot of.
Exactly. There was a lot of water here. A lot of water. I don't think anybody here, even on this street's ever seen anything like this. So it's unprecedented for sure.
Well, you can see how far up, and even in the high part it was.
Yeah, it made it all the way to the pole.
So everything in the shop?
Everything in the shop. You can see the water level on the freezer. Yeah.
So the shop?
Freezer, yeah.
You're, oh, just everything out here.
My cook shed, all my boats, both of those were underwater. This one, the only thing sticking out was the outboard sticking out there on top. Of course, we see we got a nice batch of Sylvania.
yeah, you know.
That's always nice.
I had to mow the yard for a little while.
Yeah. Of course, you know, inside the house, water level on the patio, a good, wow, what, 3 feet on the patio. Inside the house, another 2 feet.
Oh my word, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite the mess, but we're glad to see it. We're glad to see it down now. So, and we'll rebuild and we'll stay, and hopefully it won't happen again. If it does, we'll rebuild again. We're not moving. We love it here.
How long have you been here?
We've actually moved in August. We've only been here. And we had one close call, I think last year when it got to around 145, 146, and it only got to about where the tree is outside the pecan tree there. And we thought that was close.
This is nice.
And,
you can tell it wasn't.
And we were up to over 150.
we were over 150, so we were safe up to about 148 too, and then.
You know, we watched the numbers, and Captain Donnie Keith here, and all the officials, the jury, the sheriff, the mayor, everybody who has anything to do with this, watch the numbers. And we can talk about numbers, but these numbers really mean a lot to folks who are right here.
They really do. They really do. We watched them. You know, we watched them for 4 days, and you know, it changed. I believe it changed 4 different times. I mean, nobody knew. They never seen. I mean, we had probably about 11, 12 inches here in less than 24 hours. I mean, it was a substantial amount of rain. Just the rain that fell in the yard and was headed towards the lake was astronomical. So just a mess. But like I said, we'll clean up the pieces and move on.
What else can you do?
That's right. That's exactly right. We're just glad. Like I said, we're glad to be here. We're glad it's a nice day now. We can start cleaning up. So
you got that right. Well, March 20th, I think the first day of spring. So there's new hope.
Yeah, exactly. We're excited about that for sure.
Well, we just want to make sure, and folks are okay, and you guys sound like you got good spirits going on.
Yeah, we do. Like I said, if we can be excited about rebuilding, we're excited about getting started rebuilding again. So
you got that right.
Yeah, that's all you can do. So.
There's some colors you want to change.
That's right. Just change some colors. Yeah.
We're already planning.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you letting us, showing us what you got here.
No problem.
Now that's a level. Folks, if you can just imagine, that's where the water was. I mean, wherever we are, we'd be walking in water. And that's just what all that rain and all that water. Normally a nice peaceful lake. It's just high right now.
Thank you for the interview.
And hopefully it'll go down real soon.
It got in between the glass here.
It sure did.
Yeah,
It got stuck in between the glass.
We were in